Now, to all those that's been part of my leagues, y'all know when the playoffs start, we always start the playoffs off with "Welcome to the Jungle," because, like I always tell you, that's exactly what it is. It's a jungle. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Couldn't have it no other way. I ain't gonna lie, this AGS first season, it's been pretty intense, especially in the AFC. You know, you got guys trying to get to the NFC because the AFC, you know, can't lie. There's going to be no easy road to the Super Bowl in the AFC. You know, no easy road. But you know what? Who needs it easy? You know, sometimes in life you got to work for it. If you want it bad enough, work for it. You know. So not to kick the NFC or say anything, but the NFC compares nothing to what the AFC is now. That doesn't mean that an NFC team won't rise up, you know what I'm saying, and handle his business. But that's what makes this thing so intriguing, because the AFC is so tough that, you know, listen, here's the reality of the Super Bowl. Only one team is going to make it from the AFC, right? So regardless of how tough it is, whoever he plays from the NFC, all it takes is one game. You ain't got to go through everybody in the AFC. That's the AFC problem. All it takes is one game, no matter who makes it. You know, no matter who makes it, all it takes is one game. And believe me, anything can happen in a playoff game. A kickoff return fumble, a bad call, anything can turn the game around. So as tough as the AFC is, if you're the NFC, all you got to do is win one. You know what I mean? You ain't even got to worry about going through everybody. The AFC is loaded, though. So the AFC going to have to deal with the AFC. You know what I'm saying? The NFC just got to deal with one team that comes out the NFC. That comes out the AFC. That's it. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see how these AFC teams beat up on each other and see who comes out of this dogfight. But, you know, it's game time. It's time for it. And this is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, It's been, I just seen Pearl say that. He said it's been a dogfight all season, and it has. You know what I'm saying? It has. A lot of teams beat each other in the AFC. You know, you got teams that had great records that could not get in. Ravens, you know what I'm saying? Chiefs, you know, all these guys had good records and could not get in. You know, so that just goes to show you, Colts, like, you know, and then they lost games when they really needed it. Why? Because the AFC, man, is no easy outs. Even other guys that didn't make it knows how to play. So this is just season 1. Stay tuned for the other seasons to come. You know, will it be somebody from the AFC that moves to the NFC? Maybe. You know, we'll see. But it's time to get into it. And this is what we all been waiting for. You know, It's time for fireworks now. It's time for the show. First up, we're going to start in the AFC. We got the Raiders, number 2 seed, going against the Browns, number 7 seed. The Browns got whipped out his last game in the regular season. It just so happens that it still worked out for him because the other teams behind him also lost. You know, but, you know, if I'm the Browns, I'm shaking off that loss that he just took to the Steelers. And he got to concentrate on what's in front of him, because what's in front of him is a number 2 seed. And number 2 seed is not coming here to play no games. If it's up to him, he'll get this game over with in the first half. So Brown's going to have to come on his A game. You know, he can't come in. You know, that the difference between playoffs and regular season, in the regular season, you get away with certain things. You know, I believe you could play 100 miles per hour in a regular season game. You know what I'm saying? But in the playoffs, you know, everything slows down. You know what I'm saying? Because you are playing against a certain type of guys now who knows how to pretty much put a strategy up for whatever it is you bring in. So the Browns going to have to lock in, and he's going to have to play smart. I like the Raiders this week. They the home team. They hosting. Won't be no weather as far as I'm concerned unless it's some rain. But Shouldn't be an issue. Shouldn't be an issue in this game as far as weather-wise, but I like the Raiders. Give me the Raiders over the Browns. Browns going to have to play mistake-free football to win this, and I just don't – he's just not known for playing mistake-free football, you know? So I got the Raiders. Give me the Raiders this week, 31-17. Now we're going to swing over to the NFC, and we got Seahawks, who was the number 1 seed week 18, but they now dropped to the number 2 seed. They going against Packers. Shout out to Packers for making it, man. BJ Game came a long way. You know, he was a guy that would win no games for the whole season. You know, so to see him here is one of them things, right? But I'm willing to give him his props. But it's one of those things that you can look at and say, did BJ get that much better, or is the NFC just that weak? You know, I'll let you tell it. But I'm going to go with BJ got better, you know. But anyway, he going against the number 2 seed Seahawks. And he going to have his hands full in this one. I like the Seahawks to win this, you know. But listen, man, you know, I would love to look up in the fourth quarter and see this game a 1-possession game or tied or whatever the case may be, you know. But I'm going with Seahawks in this one. I think they'll pull it out. You know, they've been here before. Snub is a vet. I'm going to see, you know, BJ going to know the different feel between a playoff game and a regular season game very early. So Snub's been here before. I'm going with Seattle. I'm taking Seattle this week, 33-19. 33-19. Back to the AFC, we got my Jets, number 3 seed, hosting number 6 seed Broncos. Listen, it is what it is. We know Carnage is a good player, but what does that mean? You understand? We coming to bring it. You know what I mean? Win and lose, we swinging for the fence. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the Jets had a great season. We're going to be a tough out no matter what. You know what I mean? We're going to be a tough out, and we got to come and we got to stick to what we got to do. We know what we got to do, and that's it. Let the chips fall where they may. You know, it's playoff time, baby. There is no tomorrow. You know, everything counts. Everything counts. Every interception you throw, every fumble that's caused, every flag that's thrown, everything counts right now. So, you know, Jets at home. I never predict my games, but I just say who's the favorite. I will say Broncos favorite in this one by 4. Broncos favorite by 4 in this one over Gang Green. Let's go Jets. Next, we got Bears and Lions. Number 3 seed Bears going against number 6 seed Lions. Bears is hosting this game. They played towards the end of the season. The Bears smoked the Lions. I don't really see that changing too much, although that's regular season. It's a whole different ball game now, you know, so we'll see what happens. But I'm going to go with the home team in this one. I'm going to take the Bears over the Lions. I'm pretty impressed with the way E-Ball handled with the Bears. You know what I'm saying? He played good with the Bears. I can't take nothing from him. You know, even if he does lose this game, I mean, he took the Bears a lot further than, you know, people would have thought, or a lot further than what many would do, period. I mean, let's be honest. Nobody asked for the Bears. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just one of them things that, you know, you got to give credit where credit's due. E-Ball had a good season with this Bears team. I think he gets past the first round with this Bears team. Give me the Bears over the Lions. I'm going to go 27-16. 27-16 Bears. Back to the AFC, we got Titans and Chargers. That's Rick going against Corlals, number 5 seed Chargers. And Titans is number 4 seed. He is hosting a playoff game. You know, Colts had the number 1 seed once upon a time in the season. He also had the division once upon a time in the season. But as you look up now, the Colts is no longer there. But Steph Anthony is a good player. I believe he will bounce back next season. He will make some moves. He will add on that team. He will get some things over there that what he likes. But for now, you know, it's all about the Titans. Titans hosting the game against the Chargers. Should be very interesting. 2 different styles of play. You know, and with that being said, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this go. You know, I know one thing, that Titans front 7 going to have to come prepared to stop this Chargers rushing attack. And that Chargers secondary going to have to be prepared to stop that Tennessee air ball attack. You know, I'm gonna go Chargers in this one. I don't know if the Titans. What I want to see from the Titans, if he has what it takes to. I know his style is his style, but I want to see if he has what it takes to be able to make the adjustment to know that this is no longer regular season. You know what I'm saying? If Rick can, if he can get into his bag, but at the same time just dial it back and know that this is the playoffs, I like his chances. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just think that he's going to get caught up into, trying to blow the Chargers out or whatever, and I think that's going to come back to bite him. But I'm going to take the Chargers in this one, but I think it will, and it should be close. Titans had a great season, so I don't see him coming to this game getting blown out unless he's just throwing a lot of interceptions. But I don't think he'll do that. I think he's smart enough not to do that. So I think it'll be competitive. I like the Titans in a possibly upset, but I'm just going to go with the more seasoned vet in this one. I'm going to take the Chargers over the Titans, and I'm going to go Chargers 27-23 over the Titans. And last but not least, we got the Falcons, who crept up out of nowhere at the last second to take out to take that number 7 seed away from the Panthers, right? Because the Panthers was winning that division once upon a time, but they did not get it done, And the Falcons, that win the Falcons got against the Ravens was huge because his last game was a forced win. So that game against the Ravens was his season, and he rose to the occasion. This Rams team is coming to the playoffs, not with the most confidence, but again, I think that, when playoffs start, I think guys will learn the difference between playoffs and regular season very quick. Rams is normally the type, he's known for making playoffs. Falcons is really not. Even though Falcons is home, I think Falcons might have a little difficult challenge, coming away with this victory. So I'm going to take the Rams in this one, but I'll be here to watch and see how the Falcons, how they handle being in the playoffs and hosting a home game. I'm taking the Rams this week, but I'm going to give the Falcons a nice shot, though. Give me the Rams 31, Falcons 24. 31-24, Rams over the Falcons. So just to recap who I took, I got Rams over the Falcons. I got Bears over the Lions. I got Seahawks over the Packers. I got Raiders over the Browns. I got the Broncos favorite over the Jets. And I got the Chargers over the Titans. Only one thing left to do, and that's just get on the field. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves, but I wouldn't have it no other way. Anybody right here, anybody that you see playing can easily be one and done, or they can advance to the next round. But, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here to see. Now it's time for lights, camera, and action. We'll see how this thing play out. You know what I mean? We'll see how this thing play out. But before I go, I want to see if there's any major injuries that needs to be talked about. Is there any injuries? Does anybody have any injuries? Lions are in. Let's see. Packers right tackle, broken finger, out 1 week. See, that's big. You know what I mean? Offensive lineman, probably his best offensive lineman, will miss the first game. Raiders right guard, shouldn't matter. He's 72 overall. I mean, he might be a starter. He might not. Not too sure. Let's see who else we got. Still, Seahawks is in, right? Steelers got TJ Watt. He's out 1 week, but the Steelers got a bye. Lucky for him, he should be back next game. Other than that, everybody else looking like they healthy. Chargers. Callahan is out a week. Their left guard is out a week. Those are two I ain't gonna say those are the two biggest injuries, but those are injuries that can come back. And listen, man, O lineman is important. You know what I mean? That pass rush get on you. You know, that could show up to be a factor. So Chargers got two nice pieces out. And I look like that's about it. That's about it. Man, that's it. So yeah, not too many injuries going around. Most people pretty healthy, you know. But I just wanted to check into that real quick to see if that you know anybody had any major injuries. Chargers dealing with the most, but those are not major injuries. But those are definitely injuries that could be impactful. Just like this Packers right tackle being out could be pretty impactful. But you know, we'll see, y'all. It's game time. Good luck to everybody. Good season to everybody who didn't make it. Good season to everybody who made it. Good luck to everybody. And let's get the show on the road. One more thing, too. The draft. The draft is still glitching. I'm not too sure if a patch will be out, you know, before we finish this playoffs. I'll advise everybody to set their draft board. I mean, that's the best thing I can tell you right now. Set your draft board, set your draft board, set your draft boards. All right. So until then, fifth quarter we'll be back on next round, which is divisional round. See y'all then. Wow.